So many of these themes make me think dirty thoughts. It's almost like a story. It's like deeper and deeper. Leave something behind. Delivery. Generations. It's like the story of life right there. Donkeys are so noisy though. This may be a really obnoxious sound. I'll just do like one hee-haw. Hee-haw! Because real donkeys, you hear them go like... Oh, I wasn't even recording. I hit the save button instead of the record button. Masterful sounds will be lost forever. The song of my people. Wait, what was that? That was not a donkey. Refund. Yeah. They put the HE in hee-haw. Go to the properties. Don't preserve pitch. Drag it out. It sounds just like a donkey, right? Maybe a little bit higher. The sacrifices I make. Theme announcement soon. It is deeper and deeper. Go deeper. Oh dear. Curious if there's any comments about this. Oh, that was a very offensive reply right there. Let's go. My first Ludum Dare. Thanks for protecting me from that, Twitter. So, cave exploration time? That's the first thing that pops into my mind. We've got a subdivision thing on here, and then we're going to add another modifier to displace it. Displace, and we're going to create a new clouds. Reduce the strength, there we go. And then we're going to add a decimate. Now we've got a quick way to make low poly, rocky-ish stuff. Yes, I think what I want to do is we're going to modify the heck out of this thing and hope for the best. So this is going to be the main collection. We're going to make a new collection for Boolean subtract. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and we're going to just kind of turn this into like a big old rock area. And then we're going to Boolean subtract paths out of it. Let's see how well Blender handles this. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a modifier for Boolean. We're going to drag this up to the top for a subdivision. So we're going to do a Boolean difference. Do collection. We're going to set that collection to Boolean subtract. It got a little funky there, but we did get a tunnel. My goodness gracious me. Alright, back. The reason I'm doing it the opposite of what you would expect is because negative z is forward in Godot. Velocity equals move and slide. I think that's all I need really. Oh, we need to put a camera on our main character. Whee! Well, collision works. There's no gravity, so you just slide around. Hey. But once you start going up, you can never come back down. Velocity plus equals gravity times delta. This is not actually correct, but I'm just doing something for a quick first pass. We'll dial it in later. Whee! So I'm kind of like a marble rolling around in this cave now. The forward doesn't seem to work. Move forward, velocity Z. Alright, move forward is up and W. Back, left, and right all seem to work, but forward does not. The real game dev starts now. Whoa, what is this debugger complaining about? Move forward. Move forward. Pay attention to errors. That's the moral of the story right here. Okay, now we can move forward, and we can move backward, we can move left and right, and we can slide and collide. Zoom. I can't help but want to go to my roots. This is supposed to be kind of a slow, casual exploration game, but now I'm like, but maybe I could make it so you could slide down the hills, go zoom zoom. Alright, so current look is going to be that. Current look plus equals vector3 of event.relative.x times sensitivity event.relative.y times sensitivity and 0. Camera.global transform.basis equals basis of current look. Assuming we can pass in from a vector3 that is hopefully Euler. I don't know, let's see what happens. All right, that sensitivity value is very large. Probably because sensitivity in most games is done in degrees and not radians. X and Y are reversed. Everything is the opposite of what I'm expecting. X and Y are reversed, and positive and negative are reversed. Okay, left, up, down, left, right. So we've got a nice little skylight in the cave here. Now we need to try baking some lighting and see what that looks like. This thing for import settings, light baking, enable. So we're gonna tell it to generate light maps, and now our main level, we want to create a baked light map. It's going to cover our cave here. It says no meshes to bake. Make sure they contain a UV2 channel and bake light flag is set. Alright, light baking is set on. Did I export without UVs? Maybe that's the problem. Export, GLTF, geometry, UVs. Let's just do everything. Whatever. Now, will it bake? No. Why won't it bake? Oh, you know what? I might need to reopen this and save it so that it updates. There it goes. It doesn't look as good as I was hoping. Oh, rip. Boy, the anti-aliasing artifacts are really bad. Yeah, those anti-aliasing artifacts are almost worse than the aliasing itself. Didn't they add a FXAA? Let's see how bad that looks. I think that's a reasonable compromise, I guess. Get a little bit of anti-aliasing in there, but without the weird artifacts. Here's a random idea. But what if you did, or what if I did rather, a wingsuit game? Like you start off on a mountain and then you wingsuit down and you fly around and then you have to go into a cave and you just keep going deeper and deeper. And the further you go, the narrower it gets. That could be fun, right? That sounds more interesting than wandering around in a cave. It's going so freaking fast. So it's like, I want to do that, but there's just more and more of it. A toilet for a very thin person. Like how it just kind of turns into weird guessing games. We're gonna do RGB to XYZ, and then we're gonna go in and do color, so everything displaces a little bit differently. And then we're gonna go back over here, bump that ratio down, even more. There we go. Give it that low poly vibe. If we're going with this thing, we're gonna want like a kind of a pale brown gray, which I guess would be kind of that shade. I didn't account for that. Let's get this in here. I need to re-export it again. Export, GLTF, boom, boom, new inherited, save. We're gonna need to have a generic material that we use for everything. New spatial material. Albedo, load, textures, palettes. All right, so this is gonna be our generic material. We'll just save that, save, materials, generic. Set mouse mode. There we go. That's what I've been looking for. We must capture this mouse. Put out a mouse trap. There we go. Now we can look all around. Yeah, let's see. See if we can do a web export and see if it works. Seems to work. The mouse capture does not work though. So that's gonna make it a little bit difficult to play. Oh, whoops, I forgot one thing. Click to focus, boom, now that has gone away and we have mouse focus. Velocity plus equals input movement times accel, or ground accel. Whoa! Oh right, I never put a velocity cap on there, haha!